Go to bigmancomics.com for the best in action adventure entertainment. Hi guys, Gabe Eltaeb here from Big Man Comics. This is a beautiful woman, the model, not the character they based off of her allegedly on the other side. What in the world is going on here? Why are the arts, video games, movies, music, comic books, literature, why are the arts, why is our culture being degraded? What is going on here? Who are these people that are inserting themselves into positions of power? They have the levers of power, right? These people that are getting in there and making everything ugly like this. Beautiful woman, horrible character design. She should sue. I'm not a lawyer. This is not legal advice. Lady, I don't know who you are in real life. You're very pretty. That character they allegedly designed off you is intentionally ugly. They're doing it on purpose. And why? Why? You guys hate this. You guys watching this, you hate this. You hate it, you hate it, you hate it. And a tiny minority of people pretend to like it, and even they don't like it. What is this about? What is this? What is this resentment of these narcissist people? Why are they doing this? You have Dragon Age the Veilguard. I have not played it, to be full disclosure. But there's a lot of news coming out about it, about the character creation. How you can make your character as weird and ugly as you would like. What is that about? Why would people want to do that? They restrict the butt size because they know that men would like more curvy women in general. And on the character creation screen has been attacked by a lot of my fellow YouTubers and people on Twitter that it basically goes against heteronormative things. Anything that straight women and straight men would like, they give a big middle finger to. In contrast, there's another game from an Asian developer called The Last Descendant. Again, have not played it, but people have shown me the character development screen on here, right? So you can go with traditional standards of beauty that men and women actually like. And you look here, and it isn't just exploiting women or something. Look at the men. The men are rip-roaring, handsome, swashbuckling, devil-may-care. Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, you know, those kind of Channing Tatum, whatever the hell that guy's name is. My name is Jeff. You're giving people what they want here. Who are no, this one. This is another one that caused controversy. It sold really well. Stellar Blade. People got up in arms. Oh, these pervert men, they love beautiful women. This is so unrealistic. Turns out that's a body scan of a real life Asian model. Turns out this is a body scan of her. So no, it's not unrealistic beauty standards. Why do these people hate standards? Why do they hate them so much? Because they are entitled narcissist victims. And do you know how you achieve standards in life? You achieve standards through blood, sweat, and tears. You don't wake up rich. You don't wake up handsome. You don't wake up disciplined. You don't wake up smart. You wake up with the opportunity, the gift from God to make something great of yourself. And these people are very immature and very narcissistic and resentful. It's the communism. That's what this is. It always goes back to the cultural Marxism, communism, socialism, the why do you have that? That should be mine. And it's like, dude, you can have it too if you work for it. Just because I have something doesn't mean you can't have your version of it too. My brother told me once in some similar conversation he was having with some haters of his, my success has nothing to do with your failure. And this culture of resentment that always comes from the progressive left, where they want to make ugliness where there was once beauty. I mean, this is objective. And you say, oh, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. No, that's cope from ugly people and losers. Beauty is not in the eye of the beholder. We all have taste, but beauty is beauty. And here's what beauty is. Beauty is patterns. Nature has patterns. God made patterns in the universe. And when your brain recognizes a pattern, well-played music, chord progression, well-written story with a character arc, beautiful characters that symbolize fertility, motherhood, fatherhood, all the things that we are primed to recognize. Your mind recognizes a pattern, releases dopamine. You actually get chemical pleasure from recognizing patterns. When you recognize discordant things that are ugly, then your brain is like, oh, what is that about? Not good, not good. So that's what this is. There are standards of beauty, standards of achievement, and leftist progressives are bitter and trying to destroy them. And I take this very personally. You know, about over a decade ago, I worked on the Arkham City comic books. And there was a sequel book between the first video game and the second video game. It was called Arkham City, the comic, and it was written by the amazing Paul Dini, illustrated by Carlos Down, and colored by me. And if you look here, there's Poison Ivy, right? Her whole thing is she's a beautiful, very sexualized temptress, and that she tempts men. And then you'll see the skeletal face there at the bottom of a dead soldier that she's killed with her plants. In the last year, they released a game that just is completely woke and taken a complete departure from what we did with Arkham City. And you'll see the Poison Ivy character there now reduced to a small child. Because in the comic book lore of the game, she died, but she's reborn from like a seed or a stump of a plant or something like that. I didn't buy the woke versions of the game. I don't care. But I take it as a personal insult that these vandals, these cultural vandals, will take the beauty that I made with my friends and crap on it by making this thing. And they make Poison Ivy, whose whole theme is an adult woman who's a temptress, and they make her a child. Now think about that. What that is a middle finger to men and heterosexual people everywhere of that thing you like, normal, healthy sexuality. We're going to turn it into a kid. Perverts, disgusting weirdos. And they have to destroy the standard because they're so unhinged and weird, these people, that they're jealous of non-existent video game characters. They see the sexual beauty of a female video game character who does not and will never exist, and they become jealous of it. Think about how unhinged that is. That would be like me being jealous of Conan the Barbarian, how masculine and powerful and strong he is. He's not real. That'd be like me being jealous of someone being really good at Madden football. It's not real football, guys. And you shouldn't be jealous of anyone. When you see excellence, you should be inspired. You say, oh, that's how that's done. Thank you for showing me. I can do that too. And not be a disgusting, resentful weirdo. And it's not just entertainment. It's all of our culture. Look at this. This is an old image on the internet, and so I went and found it again. Before and after, the beauty of old architecture and the ugly, oppressive modern stuff they replace it with. They tear down these things and they just make them filth and disgusting. And if you think it stops there, this never ends. In life, direction is more important than location. So where we are today compared to where we were yesterday, compared to where we were 5, 10, 20 years ago, think about that. Those of you old enough, you understand where this is heading. Where's this train going? It's going off a cultural cliff and then the destruction of culture. They aren't just comic books. They aren't just video games. They are your cultural patrimony. This is your heritage, hard fought and bled for by your mothers and fathers going back millennia, and you need to stand up for it, guys. Quit taking this on the chin and going, oh, well, they called me a bigot because I disagreed. Who cares? That's all they have. That's the argument of morons who have nothing to say. They just call you a bigot because they don't have any real argument. I tell people who say stuff like that, nice argument, you just forgot reasons. That's their whole thing. Let's look at another one here. Again, let's go back to video games, because I don't play video games very much at all because I don't have time. I think they're wonderful. They're really fun. They're probably a little too addictive. And, being a father, grandfather, and a businessman running my own giant business of all these books I'm working on, I don't have time. But if I had time, I'd love to play video games. But look at the non-infected by the woke mind virus, more Asian developed games, and look at the Western woke games here. How ugly they make the women intentionally. And they do it as a resentful middle finger to people who are winning at life. When they see a beautiful woman and a beautiful man, they bristle with anger and resentment. Like, ugh! And instead of saying, oh, I can become beautiful and successful, they say, I want to tear that down. I hate that. I hate that someone else has it. So this isn't about them liking it. They don't like the woke crap either. They don't at all. Nobody likes it. Even they don't like it. What they like is hurting you because you like it. That's what this is about. They love taking something beautiful, something absolutely majestic in its beauty, and saying, you know what? No, she doesn't get to be beautiful, and you don't get to look at it because you should be looking at me because I should be the most beautiful thing. It is about the cruelty. It's why they erase your history. It's why they want to change your songs. It's why they want to say happy holidays instead of Merry Christmas. It's why they want to rip down statues. It's why they want to destroy America in the West, because they hate the beauty and the success because it's not them. And all the while they're too stupid and ignorant to realize it could be them. The West has more opportunity than anywhere in the history of the world, especially America. They could be whatever they wanted to be, but they won't. They refuse. I look at Disney, and I'll close with this. I look at Disney, the organization, as a barometer for American, is barometer the right word? I don't know, some sort of metric for American culture. When you go back to classic Disney in the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, let me clear my throat. A lot of talking. I need to drink more water while I do this. And you look at how Disney is degraded. And it entered the 60s, 70s, 80s, the postmodern, the feminist, the communist, the leftist hatred of our culture starts taking over. Then you look at the output from Disney and you look at what it is now. You look at a horrible movie like Frozen. That is one of the worst movies ever made because of the amount of influence it's had. And if you look at the theme of Frozen, is F you to everybody, F men, F relationships, F heritage, all of it. Me, my feelings, my anger, my rage, embrace them all. Look at Cinderella, look at Sleeping Beauty, look at Snow White, look at Pinocchio, look at Bambi. When Disney did it right, nobody did it better. And as Disney has gone, the culture has gone. I'm not saying Disney is the rudder that's steering the ship. I'm saying it's a reflection of what's happening culturally. So Dragon Age of Veilguard is an ugly game for ugly-hearted people. It really is. The people that made that, it's just a middle finger to beauty, truth, and success. And here's how you fight it, guys. Make art. Raise children from a young age to be expert artists. And if you can't, and you're not artistic, and you don't know anyone who is, fine, but you have to support it. And we need to compete. We cannot be saying anymore on the right, on the conservative, on the anti-woke side, oh, you want to be an artist for a living? Get your head out of the clouds. You need to do something real, blah, 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 blah. No, the world has plenty of engineers and mathematicians. We need artists, and we need them from the conservative side. And here's a little thing. Art right now, people consider it a left-wing thing. Left-wing people are more artistic. That isn't true. This is the last thing I'll say about this today, and then we'll get out of here. Art is inherently conservative. Ask any archaeologist what they dig up after societies are gone. All they find is art. And do you know what that art says about its culture? It celebrates it. And that's what conservatism is. Wokeness hates its culture. Conservatism always celebrates its culture. I'm Gabe Eltaeb. This is another expert opinion. Hit the like, hit the share. Follow me on all socials. On X, I'm Big Man Comics. Everywhere else, I'm Gabe Eltaeb. You see how to spell at the bottom. And we will talk to you guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure to follow us on social media and go to bigmancomics.com.